Hey guys, welcome back. So today is the day I am finally doing my updated 2021 entire designer handbag collection. I've sold and bought so many bags in the last 12 months or so that my collection has changed quite a bit, and a lot of you have requested that I do an updated one. So I have to say I am very happy with my collection for now, but I'm not gonna say things like purse piece like in my last collection, because we all know that there are gonna be new bags popping up that we fall in love with and certain bags we fall out of love with. So very happy with what I've got, but I do have a couple of bags still on my wish list, which I'm in no rush to get. By the way, if you're new to my channel, I am so glad you're here. Welcome. I'm Isabelle. I do videos on luxury fashion and mindful shopping. So if that sounds like something that you're interested in as well, I'd love it if you consider subscribing to my channel and turn on the bell notifications so you know every time I have a new video up. Now let's get started with the collection. I'm gonna go through my entire collection by designer, and within each designer I'm gonna rank the bags in the order of the most used to least used. Also, I am not going to be including any SLG types of bags like pouches and wallet on chains. I'll do a separate updated SLG collection video at some point, and I'll include those in that video. And I'm going to start with Chanel. So my number one most used Chanel bag in my collection is this beautiful mini square flap in black lambskin with a light gold hardware. If you know me, you know how much I adore this bag and how much I use it. But basically, it is a very versatile bag. When I can't think of what bag to wear, this bag never fails me. I just reach for this one and it goes with every outfit, and it also serves me for so many different occasions in my lifestyle. It is a really cute day bag, and I'm a pretty light packer, so this mini bag holds all my daily essentials, so it doesn't restrict me really at all. And it is such a pretty evening bag, even a nice travel bag for sightseeing and things. And I've had this bag since 2016, so it is a 5-year-old bag, and considering a lot of people get concerned about wear and tear on lambskin, it's done so well. I've shown you this time and time again, but look how beautiful the lambskin has worn over the years. I mean, it still looks fantastic in my opinion. I really have no fault to really report, and yeah, it is basically my go-to bag for everything in life. If I could only have one bag, you guys know that it is going to be this little beauty. My second most used Chanel bag is a little bit of a surprise to me because it is relatively a new bag, and it is the Chanel 19 bag in the size small in black goat skin with the aged gold and mixed silver hardware. So I was never a big fan of Chanel 19 bags in general when they first came out. So I only bought this at the beginning of this year, but ever since I've absolutely been obsessed with this bag. It is such a practical bag, and I just love how youthful and grungy this bag is. Often a lot of Chanel's more classic bags can look really ladylike and formal, whereas this bag is just so edgy and fun. I guess the price point was the biggest reason I was hesitant on buying such a trend bag from Chanel, because Chanel bags, as you guys know, have crazy high price points. So I ended up getting this pre-loved from an Australian consignment store, the Purse Affair, and saved a little bit of money, and I was really happy with that. And I know Chanel is about to have another price increase, so I'm just glad that I bought this when I did, because for the short 3 or 4 months that I've had it, I used it so much. I took it on a couple of domestic trips, and it's just a really nice, squishy, easy bag to use. And although it is called a small, it has a generous size, so it can definitely fit a lot more than my mini bag. So on those days that you need to carry around a couple of extra things, this is so good. The top handle is a game changer as well. It's so easy to quickly grab it and go. And the back has a back pocket that has a magnetic closure. And I love a good back pocket to store things that I want quick access to. And of course it comes with a shoulder strap as well. It's not adjustable, but it is a pretty good length if you ask me. And it also has a full leather tab at the top of the strap, so it's comfortable on your shoulder. So I've just been loving this, and I didn't really expect to love it so much. It's a little bit of a surprise. So I've got 4 Chanel bags in total at the moment in my collection, and number 3 and 4 I couldn't really rank technically. because the beige Craie classic flap in the medium size, it is a very occasional bag for me. But because I've had it since 2017, so going on 4 years, I have used this occasionally, just a few times a year, but it is a bag I absolutely love, but one that I don't use very often. And tying in at the same ranking place is this brand new rectangular mini flap from the 21A collection in this beautiful grey lambskin with antique gold hardware with the top handle. I have a feeling that this bag I'm going to use quite a lot when we are out of lockdown. Sydney is currently in a 2-week lockdown, and we literally went into lockdown as soon as I bought this bag. So I couldn't really rank this grey mini bag higher than the beige Craie flap because I've not even used the grey mini yet. But I know in a couple of months' time, this grey will be higher on the frequency of use list. So right now I'm gonna rank them at equal places. And I am so happy with my current Chanel bag collection. I've got the 4 bags that I absolutely love. And I am so happy that I already have a classic flap in my collection. I would love to have a small classic flap, which is a cuter size, but I am in no rush to get another one because of the price point. After the next price increase, which is rumored to be in July, which is this month, maybe it already happened by the time this video goes up, even the small classic flap in Australian dollars will be over 10 grand. So I'm definitely in no rush. I am so happy to have this, and to be really honest with you, I think the quality of Chanel classic flaps back when I bought this one in 2017 was much better. The leather feels nicer, the craftsmanship is perfect, there are no flaws or quality issues with this bag, so I'm happy I have this one. But if I do happen to add another classic flap in the future, I'm gonna have to be very picky and only get another one if there is a color that I just could not resist. So very happy to have this. And just to go over the grey flap a little bit before we move on to the next brand, I just added this one. It is such a unicorn for me. I've always wanted a grey bag in my collection. I always wanted a light grey bag and haven't really found the one that I really loved. So when this one came along, I was just so happy to have it. I haven't used it yet, like I said, but as soon as I start using it a little bit more, I will do a little bit of an update on the use of this bag. But if you haven't watched my unboxing video for this beauty, I'll leave that video on screen and in the description section, and you can hear all about my obsessing over this bag. Next up, let's go over to Louis Vuitton. My most used Louis Vuitton bag in my current collection is my monogram Noenoe with the Noir leather trim and leather strap. Again, if you've watched my channel for a little while, you know how I feel about this little bag. It is one of my all-time favorites, and I don't even love monogram canvas on bags generally. I just love how the black and the brown monogram work together. It makes the bag look a lot more chic in my opinion than brown monogram with the traditional light beige vachetta leather. And the Noenoe is such a fresh take on their traditional Noewe bags. It is a modern version of their Noewe bags. It is the perfect easygoing medium-sized bag. I bought this back in 2017 from the Sydney George Street Maison store. I had the most wonderful experience with a really lovely essay. The interior is in the black microfiber lining, and even with all of the Louis Vuitton price increases, I feel like the Noenoe is one bag that is really worth the price point. When I got it, it was around 1,800 Australian dollars. Right now, I know it's about 2,500 Australian dollars. But when you compare the price of this to the price of their other monogram canvas bags, this has so many luxurious features such as the microfiber lining for that price point. Most of their other canvas bags with the microfiber lining and a little bit of leather now retail for over 3,000. So if you're looking for a good canvas bag from Louis Vuitton that is worth your money, that is not your typical Neverfull or Speedy, I still wholeheartedly recommend the Noenoe. Next on the list is the Alma BB bag in my favorite coquelicot color, which is this bright orangey red color. Such a beautiful pop of color. It reminds me of a really sunny day. And it is in the epi leather in the size BB. I've had this bag as well for about 4 or 5 years. Yes, I went through a whole Louis Vuitton phase about 4 years ago. I bought quite a few bags back then, also sold a lot of them, but obviously these bags are the ones that have stood the test of time for me, that have still survived my many culling of my handbag collection. So that alone tells you how much I love these few Louis Vuitton bags that are left in my collection. So this beautiful red beauty is the perfect little bag when I feel like that little pop of happy color. And even though it is a mini bag, it does have a generous capacity, and it's got that beautiful microfiber lining as well. Comes with a shoulder strap, so very versatile. You can wear it as a top handle as well as a shoulder bag. And yeah, you can fit a lot more in here than you think. And it also comes with 4 little metal feet to protect the leather on the underside, and also comes with a key bell, which is so cute, which has keys for the lock inside of the key bell there. And I just love how classic the Alma bag is, but I especially love it in the epi leather line because it is very understated. It's just got that little LV imprinted there, but other than that, pretty much has no logo anywhere else. And I've also hot stamped the key bell with my Korean name initial E in the silver, which matches the hardware of the bag. So yeah, this is pretty much my go-to summer bag when I feel like that bright pop of color. All right, the next 2 bags are again a tie. So both of these bags I no longer use. So they're in the same spot, and these are the last 2 Louis Vuitton bags in my collection currently. So I'm gonna talk about my Speedy first. So this is my 10 or 11-year-old Louis Vuitton Speedy in the size 30 in the Damier Ebene print, and it is in the classic version without the bandolier shoulder strap. This was my first luxury handbag purchase, and for the first couple of years this was my only luxury bag, so I've used this to death. I took it everywhere. I used it for work, I used it for dinners, I used it for everything pretty much. It was my prized possession for the longest time. This is a good all-rounder bag, but now that my collection is larger, if I'm looking for a day bag, I've got my other more preferred day bags that can fit a bit more. And if I want an evening bag, then I've got smaller bags that fit the bill a little bit better. So this bag is pretty much retired, but I will never get rid of this bag because it was my very first bag. And when I got it, it was 875 Australian dollars. I clearly remember. And now it is almost 2,000 Australian dollars. And I know these more entry-level price point canvas bags from Louis Vuitton are becoming rarer and rarer, and they're hard to get a hold of. So I want to keep at least one traditional looking Louis Vuitton canvas bag in my collection, and this will have to be that one. And considering it is like a 10-year-old bag, as you can see, it is in a very good condition, and I don't think I'll ever be ready to part with this bag. It's just way too sentimental, so it is staying in my collection. Now, the Neverfull is a little bit of a different story. So this Neverfull is in the medium size, MM, again in the Damier Ebene print. And this bag came about 5 years after my Speedy 30. So between the Speedy and the Neverfull, I've always been a Speedy girl. But something came over me and I really wanted a Neverfull for a work bag. So I ended up purchasing this around 2016 or 2017. And I've used this quite a lot. But since then, to be very honest with you guys, I've kind of fallen out of love with the Neverfull. And I guess that goes to say that initially I wasn't really interested in Neverfulls, and I was into it for a little while, so I bought it and got really good use out of it. But eventually, I think I am a little bit over this bag. I am back being a Speedy girl, I think. Right now, I really prefer the look of the Speedy. And I think it's also got to do with the fact that I've got other totes in my collection that I really prefer, which I'll get into later when we start talking about the Fauré Le Page tote bags. So I haven't really been loving this bag. So I actually thought about letting this go. And I think I would have let this go if I didn't have my YouTube channel. But the Neverfull is such a good sort of control bag. When you have a luxury handbag YouTube channel, a lot of the times people are very familiar with certain bags like the Neverfull here. So whenever I want to compare another tote bag to something, it is the easiest for me to compare it to the Neverfull. So I'm keeping this bag as a control inventory for my YouTube channel, but it is one that I no longer ever use. So yeah, that is the story with my Neverfull. All right, let's move on to Hermes. I currently have 4 Hermes bags in my collection. I just realized I've got 4 Chanel bags, 4 LV bags, and 4 Hermes bags by chance. But these numbers can always change. But anyway, that's interesting. So I'm gonna be ranking my Hermes bags from most used to least used as well. But by no means this means the most used is my very favorite. It's just that it is the most practical bag. But anyway, let's get started. So my most used Hermes bag is my very first Hermes bag I ever got, and it is my Birkin 30 in the black Bo Jonathan leather with palladium hardware. It is just a very easy grab and go bag. It fits a ton, so you don't have to worry about packing your things carefully. You can just throw everything in. It is just a really easy tote style bag. And black with palladium hardware hardly competes with any color you wear, so it pretty much goes with the whole wardrobe. And this bag being a size 30, the handle drop is so generous I can just, you know, carry it on the crook of my arm so easily, so I can easily wear this bag all day out for shopping, dinner, anything, you really name it. I suppose the only con of this bag is that it doesn't come with a shoulder strap, so you can't be completely hands-free. But I knew that when I was committing myself to a Birkin, and I'm still glad that my very first Hermes bag was a Birkin because it is a Birkin. Yeah, so I've really been enjoying it. A lot of people, again, are afraid of the smooth leather, but you guys know that I love my Chanel lambskin. I just love smooth leathers in general. And if it shows a little bit of sign of wear and tear, I really don't mind because it tells a story that I've loved this bag and used this bag a lot. I do actually have a scratch down the bottom. I don't know if you can see the little pulled lines there. I fell down the stairs at Louis Vuitton like 2 months after I got this bag. So that's where that scratch is from. But considering the impact of that fall, I was fine, thankfully. This amount of wear is really nothing. So really impressed by the quality of leather. It is a very substantial, thick leather. And I personally just love the black with palladium hardware combination. It's such a fresh look, especially with the Birkin bag. In certain colors, especially in the size 30, can look a little bit mature. So I just love how useful this color combination is. And of course it has a very special place in my heart because I got this from the Paris FSH mothership store back in 2019 with my bestie. It's just got wonderful memories attached to it. I mean, what more can you want in your first Hermes bag than a great memory with your bestie and getting it from the flagship store in Paris? It just holds so many sentimental values for me. My second most used Hermes bag is the Magnolia Kelly in the size 25, and this is in the Breton style. So you guys know the Kellys come in 2 different styles. One is this more relaxed style where the stitching has been done on the inside and turned inside out, so the outside shows no stitching, and this style looks a lot more casual. And this bag again has the silver toned palladium hardware. This was my very first bag that I was offered from the Sydney Hermes boutique at the beginning of last year. To be honest with you, it wasn't the color that I requested for, but as soon as my sales associate pulled it out, I fell in love with this bag. And this is my second most used bag in my collection because this color surprisingly goes with so many different colors. So I can pair this with, you know, jeans and a t-shirt. Looks perfect because it is a casual looking bag. And this shade of purpley pink has a lot of bluish undertone to it. So it goes perfectly with any shade of blue in your outfit. And it surprisingly goes well with neutral colored outfits like beige outfits as well. I mean, you can kind of tell from the twilly that I've got on here. You can see that leopard print with that beige color, and that goes so well with the Magnolia color. And of course it goes with any outfit that has hints of purpley pinks through it. So considering that it is a pop of color, it surprisingly goes with so many outfits, and the size is the perfect versatile size in my opinion. The Kelly size 25 is my very favorite size because it's not too small as in the mini Kelly, so it can be a good day bag, still fits all of the things that you need on a daily basis, and it is still small enough to be an evening bag. So this has gotten so much use from me. Next Hermes bag on my list may be the third most used bag, but it is number one if we're going by which one's my favorite. This beauty needs no introduction. I've talked about this bag so many times on my channel because this is a special order bag from my local Hermes boutique. I just still can't believe that my sales associate gave me the amazing opportunity to design my own bag. So this is my special order Kelly bag in size 25 in the Celia style. As you can see, the stitching is visible on the outside, so it has a much more boxy and clean look. In the color Craie, with the light gold hardware, which Hermes calls permabras. So a lot of the times when people think special order bag, a lot of people go for different colors. So you can go by color, so you can have a different color on the face of the bag, and then the sides and the handles and the sangles you can have in a different color. And a lot of people go for that because at a first glance you can tell that it is a custom order bag. But I wanted a full Craie bag because Craie has always been the color bag that I always wanted. But you guys know that interior, you could also pick a different color, and at least I went for the Verso interior, which means I went with a contrasting color on the inside. So that makes this bag a little bit different than a normal standard Craie Kelly. And it being a special order bag, you can see that there is a horseshoe stamp next to the Hermes mark there. And the other spot that I personalized is on the key bell. So you can see the little love heart hot stamped there, right there. So I didn't want to have anything on the bag itself, but you know, I thought that was really cute just on a key clochette. So that is another little personal touch. Craie is such an elegant color. It pretty much goes with any outfit as well because it is pretty much a white canvas, but I generally only use it with lighter colored clothing such as lighter colored dresses, neutral types of colors, light denim, white jeans, because I just don't want any color transfer on my beautiful Craie baby. But yeah, that is my favorite, but probably the third most used Hermes bag in my collection. The last bag in my Hermes collection is this mini Evelyn in the beautiful gold color in the Clemence leather. And this is a relatively new bag to my collection. I only got these back in March this year, so I've had it for about 3 to 4 months. And I've been waiting for this one for the longest time. I requested for this specific bag back in, I think, February of last year, and it took me like a year to get it from the boutique. I just wanted an easygoing bag, and at the time that I requested this bag before the pandemic, I thought this would be such an easygoing travel bag for sightseeing and things, but then the pandemic happened and we couldn't travel. So when this bag finally arrived this year, I haven't really used it that much. I probably used it once or twice to just, you know, go out to the shops, but it is quite a small bag. It fits even less than the Chanel Square Mini. So yeah, I actually didn't expect it to be so small, and I think it's because it's quite thin this way. So yeah, one that I've been waiting for a really long time, but I haven't really used it that much. I just love how cute it is, and I just love that it is in that beautiful Hermes gold color, which is this beautiful, delicious tan. And I just thought the tan color went with the silhouette of this casual bag so well, because I think gold can be quite a casual, easygoing color. But yeah, I haven't used it much. I'll see how I go in the next few months. Hopefully I get to use it a little bit more as we head out a little bit more. But I still think that this is an excellent bag from Hermes if you're looking for something that is more entry price point, that is a little bit more carefree than your Birkin or Kelly. This one I picked up for 2,700 Australian dollars, and for a handmade Hermes bag that has still the same quality of craftsmanship, I think it is really definitely worth it. And yeah, I will again do a bit of an update on this after I get to use it a little bit more. Next up is Bottega Veneta. So I've got two bags from Bottega in my collection currently, and both of the bags that I've really been enjoying. The leather quality is so supple and beautiful, and they have some amazing colors. So out of the two, my most used one is the mini pouch in this beautiful nude color. I don't quite know what this color is called, but it is pretty much a beautiful butterscotch looking nude color, and it is in that soft nappa leather, so it feels so nice to the touch. The color just looks so delicious, and it's got the intricciato woven leather, so I do prefer that over just the plain leather. I just think that that interwoven leather thing is such a Bottega thing, and it looks so classic. They've been known for their woven leather for so long, so I absolutely love this one. It is really versatile. As you can see, you can just use it as an evening clutch. I usually pair this bag with the dress that I'm currently wearing, and it also comes with a thin shoulder strap, so you know, you can wear it casually as a crossbody bag or a shoulder bag as well. And you can actually do different things and adjust the leather strap and make it into like a double shoulder strap and make it a short shoulder bag. My good friend here, Kat L, has a little video showing you how to do that. She just recently picked up a green version of this bag, and it is beautiful. So if you're watching, babe, I am drooling over your bag, and I feel like I need another mini pouch bag in a fun pop of color, just saying. Anyway, so this bag I absolutely love. It doesn't fit a whole lot, but it still fits a phone, a card holder, and a coin purse and your keys. So that is more than enough for me for a small bag. So I've been absolutely loving this bag. And the other Bottega bag that I have in my collection, which is slightly less frequently used, but nonetheless I still love, is this mini Jodie bag in this beautiful sunshine bright yellow color. Yellow surprisingly goes with a lot of things as well. Again, this looks beautiful with some denim. It looks so crisp and fresh with white. I mean, it just goes with so many different things. And the mini Jodie is the cutest little bag. Look at that knot. It is just adorable. And the interior of this bag is definitely more generous, so you can fit quite a bit in here. So if you want a little bit more space in your bag, this is going to be a much better choice than the mini pouch bag. But I suppose you can only use it as a handheld or crook of the arm bag. The drop is not enough for you to even wear it as a shoulder bag. I mean, look at this, it's too tight, and it doesn't come with any shoulder straps. So if you don't mind having an exclusively top handle bag that looks absolutely adorable, then I do recommend that you go with this. And Bottega's material and craftsmanship is just on another level. I am so impressed by the quality, and even look at the zipper pull, the detail on it. It's literally curved to sit flush with the silhouette of the bag. I just love the attention to detail. So yeah, this is another bag that I absolutely adore. Next up, we have Fauré Le Page, and I've got two bags in my collection from Fauré Le Page currently. So the first bag from Fauré Le Page I ever bought is this daily battle tote in the size 37, which is quite a large size. It's actually larger than the Neverfull from Louis Vuitton. And it is in this beautiful Paris blue canvas color. And I've even personalized it with a little charm here. So it's again the letter E, which is the initial of my Korean name. Fauré Le Page is one of those brands that is a little bit more niche. So if you know it, you know it. If you don't, then as mainstream as Louis Vuitton or Chanel or Goyard even. But I just really love the quality of it, and I just love how unique it is. And this is my go-to tote to this day. I have had this for about a year and a half, and this is the reason that I've pretty much stopped using my Louis Vuitton Neverfull, because there are so many pros to this bag over the Neverfull. I did a whole comparison video. If you're interested, I'll leave that video on screen and in the description section as well. If you're looking for a tote bag that is not a Neverfull, I feel like this is an amazing choice. This one retails for around 1,800 Australian dollars. So on price point, you are getting a lot of bag for it. I mean, even the corners are leather reinforced. and I've been really happy with the quality. So this is my very favorite tote bag in my entire handbag collection, and I can definitely see myself adding more sizes of this Daily Battle tote in the future. And the other Fauré Le Page bag that I have is the Daily Battle zip tote. So this one is slightly different than the other tote. It has the zip on top of it, so it is a bit more secure. So if you're not an open tote person, this is the perfect sort of a tote for you. And this is in the size 32, which is slightly smaller than the 37 blue one that I showed you. So the number just means how wide it is at the base. So this one is 32 centimeters across at the bottom, whereas the other one is 37 centimeters across at the bottom. So this is definitely a smaller bag, but this is probably a more versatile size for most people, and it'll work for all body frames and heights. I think this is a really good universal size for anyone of any size. And this one has a very special place in my heart because I got these as a collaboration with the brand when Fauré Le Page opened up their first boutique in Australia, in Melbourne. I had a collaboration trip with them and they kindly gifted me with this bag as part of that collaboration. So if you guys watch my Fauré Le Page vlog, you guys already know that. But for me, working with a brand that I've been absolutely loving for the last couple of years, so this bag is so special, and I just love a few features of this bag. I just love how you can completely close the bag, but the zipper is sort of not visible from the outside. I personally think that it is a little bit techy to have a tote bag that is zippable with the top zipper, but then if the zipper is visible on top, I don't really love the look of it. So I just love how it's kind of hidden. And on the inside, it is currently the bag that I'm using. So I've got an extra zipped pouch in there. It's got a couple of slip pockets, and the canvas feels quite substantial, and it's got a little bit of a padding to it. So sometimes I even just carry my laptop in there without its sleeve, and I feel secure to do so. And it's such a good travel bag as well. I've taken this to Gold Coast on my recent trip before we went back into lockdown, and it was my carry-on luggage and it fit everything. I can completely keep it zipped up, so I don't have to worry about the security and things falling out of it. So yes, this is my other Fauré Le Page bag. Next category, I've got 5 more bags in my collection, and these are from 5 different brands. So these are the brands that I only have one bag of. So I've grouped these together, and out of these 5 bags, I'm again gonna go from most used to least used. So my most used in this group is my Saint Laurent Mini Lou camera bag in the black grained leather with silver hardware and logo. I've again praised this bag on a number of occasions in a number of videos. I feel like I've repeated myself so much already in this video. It always happens in collection videos because I've already talked about each item individually, but this is the most easygoing camera bag. I absolutely love everything about it, and I feel like this is one of the best value for money designer bags out there that you can get currently. So this one I believe retails for around the $1,000 mark, and that is really, really amazing for a bag from a premium designer that is completely in leather, and even the interior lining is in full leather. It also has credit card slots, which I don't use, as you can see. It's still got the cardboard there. I usually just use a card holder. It's even got a back pocket. It is grain leather, so you don't even have to worry about scratches or anything. And the black with the silver, you know, I love that combination. This bag is so versatile. It can fit more than you think. So it can actually fit more than what you can fit in a Chanel Mini. So that is a plus. And this one, although it is a casual camera bag, because it is so small and it's in the black with this beautiful chain, I feel like if this is the only bag in your handbag collection, you can definitely use it more dressed up. So a really good versatile bag at an excellent price point. Next most used bag in this group is my Loewe puzzle bag in the smooth tan leather. I've had this since early 2019, so a couple of years. I took this on a couple of holidays, really enjoyed it. When I got this bag, this was the smaller out of 2 sizes, I believe. But since then, mini bags have been so trendy. So now Loewe puzzle bags come in 2 smaller sizes than this. So you've got the mini and the nano. Adore those ones. They're just adorable and so cute. But on capacity and practicality, this small size is still my favorite. I just love how unique this design is. Loewe is the only brand that has this sort of a interesting design. Sometimes bags from different designers look really similar. I mean, there are so many different types of flap bags. There are so many different types of camera bags. They start looking very similar. Whereas the Loewe puzzle bag is its own design, and I really love that. And Loewe's leather is just so beautiful. They're really known for their leather. And someone even said that Loewe sources their leather from the same place as Hermes. I'm not sure if that's true, but if it is, then you're getting a steal for the amount of money that you pay, because Loewe bags are much more affordable than Hermes bags. And I've been so happy with the quality of this bag. I'll definitely be open to buying more Loewe bags in the future. This one here even fits a 6ml water bottle and everything else that you need. Under the flap, you've got the zip, and it also has a detachable and fully adjustable shoulder strap, and has a top handle, and it also has a little back zipper pocket. So very, very practical bag. Really love the look of it, and very classic Loewe. Next up is my Fendi basket bag. This is a relatively new bag in my collection. I only got it a couple of months ago, but I absolutely fell in love with it. It was never on my wish list, but I just happened to go into the Fendi boutique here in Sydney, and I saw this one and I just fell in love with it. A lot of you guys have commented saying that it looks like a $2 basket bag from Target or something, or eBay, that, you know, comes as a flat thing and you can assemble it, and said, I'm so silly for buying this, but we're really paying for the brand and the little details, and I'm okay with it because I absolutely love the Fendi details that they've added to this bag. I mean, I just absolutely love that little leather circle at the front with the Fendi logo. Also love the closure with the gold snap buttons and this beautiful leather. And on the bottom it says Fendi. So yes, I guess I'm just paying for the name, but I just thought this was so adorable. I dressed it up with a pink twilly from Hermes, and I've also attached a gold chain so you can use it as a shoulder bag. It comes with a little holes on either side, and it's got so many areas where you can hook different bag charms and even key pouches and things like that. So yeah, I really enjoyed this as a fun bag, and I paid 950 Australian dollars for it, and I'm totally okay with that price point because it is just a fun designer bag, and I've already used this quite a few times. And it's so easy, you just throw everything in and you're good to go. So yeah, a lot of you guys think that it is a total waste of money, but I don't care because I absolutely love it, and it's just the cutest thing ever. And next we have two bags at the same spot again, because one of them is so new, which is this Ferragamo mini tote bag in this beautiful light pink color. It is so new that I haven't really had a chance to use it yet. Whereas this Miu Miu blue flap bag, I only really rarely use it, but a few years ago I've used this so much. So on usage, I'm not sure which one is used more currently because it's so hard to compare a very new bag to a very old bag. So let's talk about the Miu Miu bag first, because technically I guess I've used this a lot more than the Ferragamo bag. This bag is from 2013 and I've used this so much when I first got it. You guys know that I love my denim, so this bag just went with so many different outfits, and I still occasionally use it really casually, but again, as my collection grew, I just stopped using this as much as I used to. But I just love how unique this bag is. You don't really see this around. At the time when I bought this, it was, I guess, a little bit popular, but even then, it came with so many different colorways that I've never seen anyone carry this specific color combination. It is a very similar bag to the Louis Vuitton mini pochette, and I'll show you why. It's because when you open it, it's got the three sort of compartments, very similar to the pochette Matisse. Comes with a shoulder strap, so this one's not detachable, but it is adjustable. But if you don't want to use the shoulder strap and you don't want it hanging, you can always just put it inside like I had before, and it doesn't take up too much space. You can use it as a completely top handle bag, and at the back it's got a slip pocket and a top handle. So if you guys are looking for a bag that is like the pochette Matisse, but you feel like it's a bit overdone, everyone's got the pochette métis and you see it on every other person in the city, then I feel like something like this is an excellent choice to consider. And considering it is almost an 8-year-old bag that I've used so much in the first couple of years, don't you think the leather looks really, really good? I mean, you can see the leather's a bit stretched out at the back, but I still think that this looks so pristine for how old it is. And lastly, we have the Ferragamo mini tote bag in the pale pink color. I only got these a couple of months ago and I just fell in love with this beautiful baby pink color. Every time I get a pink color bag in my collection, it doesn't really work out for me. But when I saw this color, I thought I might give it a go again because it is a very pastel-y pink with a lot of white undertone to it. So I thought it might be a little bit easier for me to incorporate this into my outfits, and also the price point. Guys, Ferragamo has amazing quality bags at such amazing price points. This one retails for around $600 US, and I believe I paid $760 Australian dollars for this, and you just can't get a leather designer bag for that price anymore. You can only get it from Ferragamo, and Ferragamo has been around for a really long time. My mum's also got a tote bag from Ferragamo which she just uses and abuses, and it is still in the most perfect condition. So I really feel like Ferragamo deserves a lot more love. They are so underrated. So this particular bag has a snap closure, and it also comes with a fully detachable and adjustable shoulder strap. So a very, very cute little bag. I just haven't used it much because it is still relatively new in my collection, but I absolutely love it, and I am sure I'll get to use it a bit more as we start heading out a bit more. So we've done it. We finally went through my entire 2021 luxury designer handbag collection. I've been sitting here almost 2 hours filming this. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. If you've got any questions about any of the bags in my collection, do leave them in the comments below. As always, thank you so much for watching and spending some of your precious time with me today, and I can't wait to see you again soon in my next video. Bye guys!